Good morning, Million Lords community. Here we now have the Conquer event for clans going on for taking over cities. We also have our defense going on so far right now. Started early this morning. As you can see, I have scouted enemy cities so I can work on taking them over without giving him so much killed troops, even though that's inevitably going to happen. I've got a little bit started myself. Anyways, right now I have myself fairly balanced out with my whole thing. I still have the free Weapon Master going on right now, which is kind of fun and isn't going to last much longer though. So we are going to take over some cities so that the clan gets things and work on trying to get someone to attack me so that I can defend again and kill and defense troops. One of the best ways to have that happen is take a bunch of somebody's city so that they attack you back. Also getting it where there is only one or two ways that he can attack me from, which if I take all these 80s that you see above the 79, then he can really only attack me on that front. So we'll see what we are able to do. And then after I get these cities over there, I'll move over and see if I can get around some of these high troop counts and death max so that I can take some of his cities without giving him as much as he gives me when he attacks me back. Anyways, about the strategy of attacking or setting yourself up where you can attack and do so successfully. So when the new season starts, I'll be able to do a video on this a little bit better. But pretty much what you want to do when you're starting out is you go ahead and give yourself a little bit of recruiter. I typically give myself 5 recruiter so that I can go ahead and unlock fearless and brave. Then you want to put pretty much just about all your points, all your skill points that you get into striker. What this allows you to do is overcome your enemy's defenses as your troops begin to build, so that you have as much survivability as you can, but the thing also is making sure that you max out fearless. So new season starts, I put a couple into recruiter, then I put into fearless so that I can get that to 75. Then I'll put everything I get into striker. That'll allow me to hit somebody at 200 XP and get the most out of my experience. Then you want to do that until you get to about 60, 65. I've found that the majority of experience versus troop loss versus troop gain is good until you get to that 60 to 65 level. If you go much above 65, your losses will not, your gains will not be as great as your losses. So you'll ultimately end up losing a little bit more than you gain if you just suicide your troops. One place that you can suicide troops on are temples, because they don't have walls that, yeah, if you attack a city, temples don't have walls that'll kill your troops, so it's a little bit fishier on that one. But then once you get to 60, 65, it would be in best interests for you to do a skill reset and adjust your skills where you have points in Brave, so that when people are attacking you, you have the defense survivability and getting Summon Guardian. Now, this all depends on your gear that you have, on which you should put more in. Right now I have 14 in Guardian because I have better Guardian gear. Whereas Striker I don't have as much. So it depends on what you want to do. As your gear gets better, you'll be able to do better things. But also one thing that I've also haven't really put into full test, but I've kind of seen it a little bit, is if you do a bit of a zombie troop setup, that essentially is having your Fearless and Brave maxed up, but you almost go full Recruiter. When you go full Recruiter, you have a bunch of troops being produced for yourself, your recruitment bonus, where the troops that die essentially are replaced by your hourly creation. Right now, I am able, through my cities, I'm getting about 4 million an hour, or a little over 4 million an hour in troops, and just under 4 million an hour for my gold production. So we'll see what I'm able to do in the next season. It's looking like I'm going to be staying in Plat again, which is no problem for me. But it's, from what I've been told, usually staying in Plat is a little bit better. Plat and Diamond, because your gems that you get in each level, or in Plat and Diamond, are better than your Silver and Gold gems. Because they're a little bit more worth it. Anyways, I will see you in a couple of days as I figure out what more content I'm going to work on producing. But I'll go ahead and give you an update in a day or two if I'm able to, just so you can see how my season ended up shaping up. So, I'll see you guys soon. Laters.